In this video clip, I will show you and explain how to code data extracted or collected from a survey or a questionnaire, and the responses in the survey is based on 5-point Likert scale. All this will be explained and shown how to do it in Excel. If you find this video useful, do subscribe to the channel, leave any comment in the indicated box, and activate the notification bell to receive the recent and latest release into the channel of several different video clips, and click on the like icon and share the video link with others so the channel can expand and improve to include a large scope of different statistical method and how to analyze data using several different statistical packages such as SPSS, Excel, STATA, JAMOVI, statistics, GraphPad Prism, GPower, Python, and RevMan. Here in this Excel sheet, I had inserted and placed all the data collected from a survey into this Excel sheet, and there were 300 participants on this survey as shown here toward the end. So 300 individuals participated in this survey, and there were 30 questions in the survey from item number 1 to item number 30, and the questionnaire or the survey were designed to collect the response or the behavior or the attitude of a specific individual to certain question, and the response was recorded in based on 5-point Likert scale, and 5-point Likert scales range from 1 to 5. 1 stands for strongly disagree, 2 disagree, 3 neither agree or disagree, 4 agree, and 5 strongly agree. So this is a 5-point Likert scale. Before showing you how to code these data, let us look at the types of data this survey or questionnaire have. There are 2 sections here. The first section is demographic data. The second section is a response data or Likert scale data, which is the questions. In the demographic data, the data can be arranged or grouped into 3 types. The first type is a continuous data. A continuous data or a scaled data, it can be either an interval or a ratio. So age is a continuous data or continuous variable. The second type of data is the nominal data or nominal variable. Nominal data can be binomial or binary, or it can be multinomial. Binary or binomial data is a category data, the data that has no values in it, no numbers. It's only categories or levels, such as male or females. If there are only 2 categories or 2 levels in it, then it is called binomial or binary, or sometimes dichotomous variable. An example is the sex, which can be male or female, or life or dead. Another example is yes or no, or agree or disagree. So in binary or binomial data, there are only two levels, such as the sixth one. For a multinomial variable or data, there is at least 3 or more levels or categories in the variable. Again, the multinomial variable or data are not continuous. It's not number, it's categories and levels. As we can see from the ethnicity variable, there are several levels or categories. The person can be white, can be Asian, can be black, or others. So there are 4 levels in it. This variable is an multinomial variables, has categories in it. The third type of variable is the ordinal variable. The ordinal variable is similar to nominal variable. The ordinal variable is a categorical variable, have categories or level, but it has rank or order in it, and that's why it's called ordinal. So it is ordinal variable is different from nominal variable. Education here, as shown, have 4 levels in it. The secondary school, which is GCSE level, the bachelor degree, the master degree, and the PhD. This variables is a ordinal variable. It is not number, it is not continuous, it only have categories in it or levels, but there is a rank or order. So the secondary become first, the second things you do in education is bachelor, the third things is master, and finally the PhD. So it has to be in that order. So there is an order or rank for it. No one can bypass the second. So there is an order. So GCSE will be ranked 1, bachelor will be 2, master will be 3, and a PhD will be 4. So this is an ordinal data. And moving to the question data, which is the item. The item is based on 5 Likert scale, as shown here. We have neither, disagree, strongly disagree, agree, and disagree, and so on. So that is a 5-point Likert scale from 1 to 5. So the response or the Likert scale is an ordinal scale, as there is an order or ranking in the categories. Here for the 5-point Likert scales, there are 5 levels, and they are ordered from number 1, which is strongly disagree, to number 5, strongly agree. And for the sake of performing statistical analysis on this data, it will be much easier to convert these text or categories, most of these variables which are nominal or binominal or ordinal, into number. So coding the categories into number to facilitate a statistical analysis, whether the analysis will be performed in SPSS, in JAMOVI, in GraphPad Prism, in R statistics, in Python, or in any other statistical software. It is much easier to handle, more efficient also to handle numbers than keeping the categories as nominal. And the way to code this variable, let's start with the 6 variable or data, which has 2 levels in it, and this is a binary data. I will give the females a code of 0 and the male a code of 1. And the way to do that in Excel is to type or press on Control and F for find. So we need to have the function or the window for find and replace, and click here in replace, because we need not just finding the items or the words, we need to also replace it. So what I want to find here, I want to select the female category and then copy it by pressing on Ctrl+C, and then click on the box here, and then click on Ctrl+V for paste, and then replace with 0. So we're going to give the females a 0 code or a 0 value. And to do that for all the words or categories found in the sex, click on replace all. All the females have been coded with a 0. And to repeat the same for males, select, Ctrl+C, copy, then paste here, and then give it a value of 1, and click on replace all. So as shown here from the binomial variable, they are coded as 0 and 1, 0 for females, 1 for males. We could also repeat the same thing for the ethnicity data or variable, which is a multinomial variable, by clicking on the cell here, then copy, place it in the find what, and then let's give the white a value of 0, and then click on replace all. All the white level or category is given a code of 0. To do the same for the other categories, let's select black and give it a value of paste it here and give it a value of 1, replace all, and then for Asian give it a value of 2, and then click replace all. And finally for the others, copy, paste, and then give it a value or a code of 3. So now all the ethnicity categories or levels within it are coded from 0 to 3 as selected here. Again, we can do the same for the education and for also the items or the responses. To do that for the responses, for the Likert scale, let's select first strongly disagree and give it a value of 1. So we're going to code the Likert scale from 1 to 5. So if we select the strongly disagree and place it here and then give it a value of 1, here we have to be careful. We need to click on the match entire cell contents to properly code the 4 different points in the Likert scale. And if I click on replace all the Likert scale which is strongly disagree are given a value of 1. To do the similar thing for the next point scale, which is disagree, going to select the disagree term here or class and insert that here, and then give it a value of 2, and then keep the match entire cell content box checked in, and then replace, click on replace all the disagree response is given a value of 2. Now for the third level or response, which is neither agree or disagree, select that, place it here and give it a value of 3, which is this is a neutral response. Keep that box checked on, click on replace all the responses of neither agree or disagree is given a value or a code of 3. For agree, we're going to select the agree option or agree level and place it here in find one and give it a code of 4. Keep the box ticked and then click on replace all all the agree response are or responses are given a value or a code of 4. Finally, for the strongly agree, copy, paste it here, and then give it a value of 5 and click on replace all. And as shown here, all the Likert scale response has been coded from 1 to 5 for all the responses from the 300 participant, and they are coded from 1 to 5, 1 for strongly disagree and 5 for strongly agree. And then we could also repeat the same thing for education and marital status. Education, as I said, is an ordinal data. Items or Likert scale is an ordinal data. We could also move ahead and code the rest of the data. For education, which is an ordinal data, I'm going to give the GCSE SE level a code or a value of 1 because it's an ordinal data. And if I click on replace all, the first level is given 1. For bachelor will be assigned a value of 2, and for a master will be assigned a value of 3, and for the PhD, copy it and place it here and give it a value of 4 and replace all. And I had already done the marital status, and I gave the divorced value of 0 and a married code of 1. So this is the way to code different variables, different data, whether it's ordinal or it is nominal or multinomial in Excel. This will make the further statistical analysis much easier on this number. These Excel sheets are now ready to be imported or copied and pasted in any statistical software such as SPSS, STATA, JAMOVI, GraphPad Prism, R statistics, and Python, or any other type of statistical softwares that have the facility to deal with and analyze data from questionnaire or survey that is based on 5 points Likert scale. If you are a student or a researcher and you have a data, whether it is quantitative or qualitative, and you want to perform statistical analysis on that data using any of the softwares listed here, whether it's SPSS, Excel, STATA, JAMOVI, R statistics, GraphPad Prism, RevMan, GMP, Python, then do contact me to arrange for either a one-to-one private tutor session or a training course on any of these statistical packages. My contact details are given here, so don't hesitate to write to me or email me if you need a private one-to-one tutoring or a training course.